the end of any bottle, it's normally a story that comes with it. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry, sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottle podcast.
Hey people, you already know what it is. It's the Hump Day Happy Hour Tap In, and we here. So y'all know every Wednesday we do the Hump Day Happy Hour Tap In. About 8:35 we go live. So we was kicking in the back room. My homeboy, I call him Geoffery. I'm gonna keep calling him Geoffery. I know he got a lot of aliases, but we gonna go with Geoffery. My brother, he's still on the show. Don't get it twisted. He just got some scheduling conflicts that we gonna iron out, and we be back as usual for the Hump Day Happy Hour Tap In. And he be watching, so y'all can leave comments, y'all can talk shit to him. He gonna see it. But bringing to the show, reoccurring guest is Mr. Geoffery, because that's what I'm calling. I always been calling him Geoffery, so I'm gonna call him Geoffery. How you doing, Geoffery?
Hey, what's up, big fella?
Hey, nothing. Man, you don't want to call me big fella. You ain't the only one to call me big fella, but you don't want to do it consistently. How about that?
Hey, because you're a big fella.
Man, I do want to ask you something real quick.
Talk to him.
I wonder who came up with the red cup.
Hey, it wouldn't have worked if it was a green cup.
They do got a blue cup out, but the red cup is just synonymous with drinking.
Who buys the blue cup? It wouldn't work if it was a yellow cup or it has to. I mean, because the red cup's everything. You know, you might want to know.
That was some good marketing, because you know the first line on the red cup is actually a shot, right?
So I found that out maybe about 5-10 years ago on social media somewhere where somebody was posting it's like a shot, the wine. See this cup right here? It got the little designs on it. Ain't no line. You just pour it as much as you want.
It got that Kung Fu grip, so you know if you drop it.
I mean, hey, how Wayne say, what's in my cup is in my cup.
What's in my cup is in my cup. That's how I feel. You know, that's our motto. That's what we say about life. When we talk about the bottom of the bottle, what's in my cup is in my cup. That's life. You can't have what's in my cup, because more likely you ain't going to want to drink what's in my cup anyway. So that's just like life.
Right. And you definitely shouldn't be trying to drink behind me. Get your own cup.
Yeah, get your own damn cup. Get your own portions.
That's
So check this out. We got first call. You know how first call get down. We're gonna ask some simple questions. Normally we long with my brother on here, but we're gonna make it do what it do. So my first question is Sunset Park or Coach Carter?
All right. Check this out. I'm gonna keep my black card regardless, but I don't think I ever seen Sunset Park.
You ain't, bruh. Come on, bruh.
Well, I'll be honest with you. That came out when I was young and I was riding bikes and running around and doing. I ain't seen Sunset Park. It's like 3 or 4 movies from that little era, that time that came out. I heard the soundtracks though.
Yeah, you ain't that much younger than me, bro. You know Terrence Howard was in that movie, crazy dude.
I gotta remember. I know the name.
Yeah.
I don't know about the movie.
Yeah, there was some other people that was in the movie. I forgot. I want to say Tyler Comedian was in that, man. It was an all-star cast for some young people getting in. All right, so check this out. More important to you, cash in your pocket or a line of credit?
Well, it depends on who I got a line of credit with. But give me the cash in my pocket because I'm gonna make it do what it do. Like, if you give me a big line of credit like Home Depot, run it. But if you give me cash in my pocket, I'm gonna probably run to Home Depot anyways.
I'll take that line of credit just in case I ain't got it. I know I can still get it. That's the most important part.
If you give me the money, I got it.
You got it. But I'll take that line of credit. So check this out. Better food. At your family reunion or Thanksgiving?
At family reunion. At family reunion, because I don't go to a couple houses on Thanksgiving, but family reunion, all them houses in one place.
All right. So, who had a better female co-star? Female co-stars. Who had better female co-stars in their acting roles? Will Smith or Omar Epps?
Will, because everybody that Omar had, Will had 2-3 times on the show and some. I can't think of too many co-stars that Omar had, except for maybe Sanaya that Will ain't have.
Yeah.
And if I think she might be in the movie with Will somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to say you fuck around and go watch some old Will Smith, but she ducked off in the corner. You didn't even know she was there.
Right.
So check this out. I asked this question last week to Mugger, man. I asked a coworker today. Rather be the king of the jungle or the king of the ocean?
You might as well give me. The ocean big, but just give me the jungle because, that's to me that's where the real, you got. That's the real ones out there. Like the ocean full of a bunch of fish. There's a few sharks in here and there. You ain't really king a whole lot. There's nothing real vicious,
So yeah, I said the world's covered in 70% water, and somebody else came in. They tapped in on our conversation. Well, what about salt water? What about fresh? I said, I understand what you're saying. But in reality, the killer whale is the king of the ocean, and the lion, of course, is the king of the jungle. But I'll take ocean.
So if we're going to be real, a-holes and be technical, lion ain't in the jungle. It's more like an area. The gorillas in the jungle.
The real gorillas. Gorillas.
But from what I saw, a bear whoop a gorilla ass. So,
and a bit, man, they got some people. No bullshit. They got some people out in the Midwest, and I was watching something. Of course, it was on YouTube. It was a little documentary on, everything was going up in prices, and these white people live kind of out in the woods, but not out in the woods, and that's what they were eating. They were eating bears. They were hunting bears.
Well, I seen this dude get hunted by a bear. He was climbing a cliff. On the show, on his clip on Facebook, he climbing this cliff, and the bear just came out of nowhere and jumped at him. The only thing saved him was the bear had too much momentum and went over the cliff and couldn't get back up on the ledge. That bear was vicious. I ain't like, you can't worry about me climbing no mountain.
Hey man, people be sleeping on bears. Bears are fast and they're predators. And you fuck around, bear gonna get your ass.
Right, the nose they got range with that nose. They're spraying for miles away.
Yeah. So check this out. Somebody said, listen here, there's so many deadly things in the ocean.
You're right. There's some unseen shit in the ocean. I just keep me on land. I'll be the king up there.
Yeah. So check this out. And I told you earlier I wanted to touch on this before we get into the woodwork thing. You was posting consistently. I haven't seen you post in a while. About being a diabetic. So, from what you learned, what are 3 important things that people should check for if they haven't been diagnosed with being a diabetic?
0 sugar. I'll be real. There's a lot of different signs of it, bro, and I'm type 2. So mine different. Like some people need sugar in their system to get up to a level, and some people don't need sugar. They have too much. I think that's how the other side works. But either way, mine is my intake. And honestly, bro, like the simple signs to kind of see that make you at least go test and check, like having to go to the bathroom a lot. You might wake up and your fingers feel tingly, like you done slept on it, on your hand or your arm or something wrong. Feet do that. Some fatigue and stuff like that. But for me, the first thing I really noticed was like having to go to the bathroom a lot, like a whole lot, and my fingers tingling. But what got me was like I love tea, bro. It's hard as I can tell you the person who first turned me on to tea And I never stopped drinking it since that day. It was just, I loved it. Like I would literally walk around with a half gallon of tea from Bojangles. I have it in my seat and just honey buns and all that. But the reality is, you're only supposed to have like 27 grams of sugar per meal. A Coca-Cola got 77 grams. Like a honey bun got like something crazy in it. Like we really do be talking ourselves not alone just sweets, white rice, mashed potatoes, biscuits, bread, all the carbs and stuff. That stuff run your sugar up a lot. And like when you're younger, your body can process it more, but you still taking an effect on your body. Once you get 30, 40, you find out, oh, I'm diabetic, and you don't really become like you don't had a eating habit. And when I first found out about it, but my sugar was like 5 something. It ain't supposed to be no more higher than 130. I was 5 something. It felt so bad. I thought I was having a heart attack. Like serious. Like that's what made me go to the hospital. And the lady said, "Well, ain't nothing wrong with your heart. Do you know you got diabetes?" My pops had already had it. My grandma had it. So it kind of was. I was susceptible to it genetically to a degree, but the way I was eating, it didn't have to be in my DNA. I was putting it into my DNA the way I was eating. But it was hard for me that first like month or so, like month and a half to really change my diet and really say no to this, because there's so much stuff. When you walk in the store and you look at them packages, you like, I can't have this. I can't have it. I can't have this. The best thing you really have is water. Like the more water you drink, like if you having rice, it needs to be brown rice, wheat bread, stuff like that. Like the salmon, potatoes, stuff like that, cinnamon, stuff like that is good for you. And so much stuff to bring down your sugar. But there's so many things to eat. It's natural, like jacked up with sugar. Like it's like that Mountain Dew. I don't know how people drink that, but that thing that jacked up with sugar. Like a lot of, like sometimes, like bro, it's hard. You go into a convenience store, it's hard to find something there to eat. Like you gotta, like most of my days, I drink a lot of water, and I might have a cup of tea, half sweet, half unsweet, for lunch, dinner. Like you see, like I'm literally sitting, I got a whole zero sugar. Like, and even some of the zero sugar stuff bad for you because it got the aspartame, a different type of sweetness, and it'll mess you up. That tea at Publix. If y'all drink that tea at Publix, I'm telling you, don't. That's what the first. If I drink some of that, all it takes is a cup of tea. When I wake up the next morning, I got that tingly feeling in my fingers. Whatever sugar or sweetener they use in there, that stuff in McDonald's, I'm telling you, we used to call it liquid crack, but I'm telling you, that stuff is bad, bro. Like, and it's for us, it's a lot of us that's walking around diabetic and don't know it because we ain't really hit that pressure. That was something my doctor told me. He was like, man, your sugar can be too high. You can be at 250. And then one day you push it to 251 and your body get the going through. But you've been learning that at a diabetic rate this whole time. So I mean you can go to CVS or somewhere and get a little test, $20, $30 and get a little kit and just poke yourself. It don't hurt that much. And test it and see. I mean it's better than losing your vision. You see, I wear glasses. I used to wear glasses. Like diabetes, it take your vision away. Like it's a lot of things that it really does hurt, and we overlook it. When we don't know no better, we just think it's the sugars. The old people call it the sugars. Yeah. It really do be tearing your body down slowly. It's a slow killer, and once you get so far in it, it's worse. Like a lot of people, they get on the doctor give them that metformin. I'm here to tell you, not. It's that metformin. The only real cure for diabetes, they say it ain't no cure. The only real cure is a change of diet, because that's it. You put the metformin in your body, it'll help lower your sugar, because that's what it does. But it tears your liver up. That's why so many people who diabetics who end up on dialysis, because instead of them changing their diet, they pop more pills. They let the doctor increase the rate of popping pills. And shit's kill their liver. My doctor told me that himself. He's like, man, he called it a vicious cycle. Like it's a vicious cycle because you taking down your sugar, but you tearing up your liver. And then once you tear up your liver, you're on dialysis, and it's this whole cycle. He was like, really, your diet. And I told him he prescribed me the metformin. I told him, nah, I'm good. I'm going diet. And at first he was like, and in his mind it was like, you ain't gonna change your diet. And 3 to 6 months I came back and my shit was literally from 500 to 120. And he was like, you know what? Essentially, you don't have diabetes no more. Like if you keep up your diet the way you do, you don't have diabetes no more. Now I feel like some days just don't eat half sweet, half unsweet. Sometimes I want that little sometimes I go my dog Greedy's. No, not to him, but boy, listen, some of them that cake dog busting. But I know if I go have a cake dog, I'm gonna have me a whole bunch of water. I'm gonna ride around with me a big old thing of Aquafina or Life or whatever. I down it, So like I'm gonna drink this little root beer. Once we get offline, I'm going in there as I'm working in there, making some water. So if anybody got questions, if you got diabetes, if you ain't sure about diabetes, I have zero problems answering your question. You can message me, you can comment in his I promise you that's a real thing and it really does hurt our people. I have no problem answering all your questions and point you in the right direction to something. That's real.
Yeah, matter of fact, I got my doctor my 6-month checkup this Friday. So that's one thing that we lack is the checkup and the water.
Right.
Water. You need water. I don't care who you are. I know an older man. Only time he drink water when he's sick. So if he healthy 8 months out the year, you'll never see him drink water. As soon as he's sick, he'll drink some water. But as soon as he get healthy again, he ain't drinking no water. He drinking liquor at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
But he a soldier. That's that old man. He done been on the earth for a long time.
Right. I mean, I be like that too. Like if I feel I get like a little headache, I drink extra water because it is a lot of times that's what your body need. It needs the natural things that's in it to function how it's supposed to. Like when your car get the button, go put some oil in it. Some gas. Go put what it's supposed to have in there. You go put some vegetable oil in your gas tank. It might work for a little bit.
Well, speaking of car shit, man, I saw the craziest shit. So I got off work and I went to a grocery store. So when I pull up, it's 2 dudes. Like I pulled diagonal in, so they behind me. They in the lane behind me, and there's 2 dudes standing outside the car. They both of the hoods up on the car. So I'm looking at them. You look at somebody look like they got car problems. But the 2 of them look like 2 younger guys. They looking at the car, so they got the jumper cables out. And they got the jumper cables hooked up. And they looking and trying to start the car.
Uh-oh.
But both their batteries are smoking. Right. So I stop walking in the store and I'll stare and I'll take a step over there like I'm about to go help him, like I changed my direction, and then I thought about like if I get closer, this shit blow up, then I'm gonna look like an ass, bro. So I walk back in the store and I get my stuff and I come back out, and one of the cars is gone, but the other car looked like a newish car. I say newish, probably newer than 15, and they can't get the bitch to crank. So I jump in my car and I leave. But they didn't realize, they never looked and realized both of the batteries are smoking. Like I'm looking at the jumper cables on both batteries smoke.
Bro, what they had it hooked up wrong?
I'm thinking they had it hooked up wrong. I'm probably over 50 feet away. And I can see it smoking. Now, for the people that don't know, regardless of age,
raise our kids better, boy.
Black is negative and red is positive. That's basic electricity.
I'm positively about to take another sip.
All right, so let's get into why you're here. So define the best way you can. What is woodworking?
Woodworking, man, is everything wood. I mean, in a sense, like for me, woodworking is making something small little shelf like this, or making like that number 70 back there. Is making this table that I'm sitting at right here. I just made this last night. it's making shelves, making dressers, making beds, if it's made out of wood, I mean, I'm working. I'm gonna make it do what it do. That's woodworking. Like if you need any of that, like if you want some custom vanities, shelving, if you need some furniture, if you need like rolling carts, if it's made out of wood, that's what I'm working. Like whether it's cutting boards, I can't say the word charcuterie boards. I remix it on purpose. One of them, like all that, like that's just what it is. Like it's like some people, I guess it's different niches to it. Like some people work the lathe and they make the pins and the bowls and stuff like that. That's dope. I don't got a lathe. As soon as I get me a lathe, I'm gonna try to figure that out. Some people, just do like the small paintings with the wood, where South Carolina, different states, all that's woodworking. Mine is more furniture, but really so far, anything that anybody's asked me to do that's made out of wood, I told them yeah, because it's wood. Like, if I don't know how to do it, I know one of my partners can help me learn how to do it, figure out how to do it. I got some tools, I can borrow a tool, I can go buy a tool. And I figured out, like, that's really it. Like, yeah, anything like that. So,
when you decided to get into this lane, what made you get into this lane?
So honestly, bro, like this is a true story how it happened. Right, it was right when the pandemic hit. I had a bunch of stuff. I was doing maintenance then, so I started accumulating tools to do maintenance, and then they had certain stuff at the shop that I didn't have that they would let me borrow and stuff. And when we were doing maintenance, we were in college dorms. The kids would move out and leave a bunch of stuff behind. So we went in this one apartment and cleaned it out and get everything straightened out. And it was a bunch of fish tanks. I'm like, you know what? I always wanted to have some fish in my house. I'm gonna take that fish tank home. I'm like, I need a fish tank stand. I'm sitting at work one day, we're in the little maintenance garage, and I'm sitting there sketching, trying to figure out how in the hell I don't want to buy no fish tank stand. When I looked at all of them, and I just drew up an idea and was like, well, I'm gonna make it. And I got a partner, talking to my dog Derek Johnson. I asked him, he had tools, and I asked him a question, and he kind of showed me the basis of what I needed. I started doing the fish tank. And it took me like a year to do it because I know I put like $800. Ridiculously, like my mind kept going on this idea that just went. And then when the pandemic hit, I got rid of a lot of stuff at my house. I was finishing projects. And this girl, I don't know if she's watching, well, I'm gonna call her a woman because she grown, she my age, Kim there. Kim hit me up one day and was like, hey, I seen you think you can make this? And she sent me this thing, it was a credenza. And I was like, yeah, I think I can make it. She sent me the plans that she found online. I went and got the materials. And I turned my whole living room, bro. I took everything out of my living room and turned it into a shop. I had hardwood floors, so it made it easier. I literally just made her credenza right there in the living room. And by the time I made it, I posted pictures, stuff like that. By the time I did that, it was like somebody else was like, hey, can you make this? Can you make this? Can you make this? I ain't never really tell nobody no. And it just kept going, and it was just like, hey, I really enjoyed doing this. Like I was coming home on my lunch break and building stuff. And my partners at work like, bro, you go home and work on your lunch break? Nah, I go home and have fun on my lunch break. I enjoy doing that. I hate going up under these people's sinks. That's what I don't do. But going home and doing something that I see a bigger picture in, I just kept doing it, and it just kind of hit. I'm gonna segue into the name of it real quick. It's all kind of one. So another girl, Kathy, I went to school with. Kathy helped me come up with the name on accident. So something I posted online one day, she hit me up. She's like, "You really are a carpenter." Me being silly, I'm like, "Yeah, like Jesus' daddy." And she's like, "That's it. I'm gonna call you Joseph, but with a G, because my name starts with a G." I was like, "You know what? That's the name of the business right there. WoodWorks by Goseph." So. Sitting there looking. I mean, that's it. WoodWorks by Goseph.
So when you decided to turn this into before you were officially a small business owner, how did you feel about the future at that point with woodworking?
It was uncharted territory for me. I didn't know anybody that did woodworking alone. Like I knew people who did remodeling and stuff, and part of it was them building cabinets or doing tile and different stuff like that. But just build furniture, it was an uncharted territory for me. And at the time, it was like, well, I'm gonna do this, side hustle. I can do the maintenance thing and make that money and whatever this turned into. And I went in the store one day, just looking at somebody had put me on the store. Like, man, you go in there, there's all kinds of other wood, like exotic, like the walnuts and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, all right. I go check the store out one day, and as I'm sitting in there, I'm talking to them like, well, they ain't paying about this wood. Yeah, he's like, man, but he's like, the only reason I'm in here, he's like, because a friend of mine, he's selling chairs. He's selling for $1,500 a piece. $1,500 for a chair? For a chair, bro? Oh, boy, let me see. And I mean, it really wasn't the money, but it just let me see that there's and then I started thinking about it and really looking and seeing like, bro, when you go in people's houses, that's some expensive pieces. Like people really be having like pieces they done spent. Like think about it. The average bed somebody gonna get out of wood ash might cost them $800. It ain't even really built out of no real like wood like that. So like if you find it, I just told myself, hey, build what people need, desks, chairs, and stuff like that. But keep in mind that once you take that same desk, instead of you bringing out a pine, you make it out of walnut. It's a whole different ballgame. You got to have a different clientele, but you got to build up to that. It's just like anything else. Like if you're selling anything, you got to build your clientele up where somebody have enough faith in you to say, yeah, I spend that much money with you. I see you do it. I see, I want you to build it. And after a while, that's kind of what it became. Is like people would come to me and be like, hey, man, I started to go here and buy this, but I want you to build something for me because I like what you do. And it's like, cool. So like part of it is like an art too. It's like a painter. It's like some people want a Basquiat paint. Some people want to shout out to her Ija Charles painting. Everybody got their own thing of their arts. People like WoodWorks by Goseph in their house, and I appreciate them and I respect them. It's
with bread and wine too. Said it come with bread and wine.
And a blessing.
Yeah, the blessing.
But that's just it. So to me, to see that it's an art and people appreciate stuff, that's what really made me see there was really a lane for it. And I mean, some of the stuff that I build and I promise you, I don't be saying this. I be surprised by myself. Like I be amazed that by the time I finish, that is dope, man. Yeah. Or man, you didn't even expect that. When you hit that stain on that wood, it just came out just the way it was supposed to. Just look at certain things that sometimes it amazed me, but it's just that people appreciate that art, and it really made me appreciate that, and really just.
No, I feel you. The job that I do, I feel you. So I guess I'll say when you became, because you posted you becoming officially a small business owner. And I know you had pride in that because you posted it. And the way you posted it, like I could tell you was proud of yourself.
Yeah.
So other than your son and other stuff, professionally, was that your proudest moment?
If we take a junior out there, like how you said, that has been. It's definitely one of my proudest moments, bro. It really. I'm trying to find a phrase for it, bro. It's one of my most liberating moments.
I was about to say that. I was about to say liberating.
Bro, I promise you, man. I'm 40. I know I don't look it. But hey, don't do it.
I already know you ready to crack jokes, so go ahead.
But like, bro, like since when you worked at Target, Bro, that's been my thing. Like to try to be my own. Like when I was shooting videos, I was trying to get out of the state. I was working for the state. They was dogging me down there. I was busting my ass for a lot of people, but I wasn't ever getting my real value. But I knew, like, man, I gotta make my move. There was so many nights where I stayed up late night watching videos and all know how to shoot videos. But I ain't know nothing about videos, bro. like it was similar to the woodworking. I always aspired to have my own. Like that was something my pops used to always say. He's like, man, I can work for anybody, but why am I go out here and kill myself, bust my ass to make somebody else rich, and I can make myself rich? And something in my back of my mind, I was like, bro, if you apply yourself 5 days a week for 8 to 10 hours, like you do for everybody else, you can have what everybody else have. But it was just me believing that I could do it. Like I knew it, but believing was something different. Like taking that leap. And like my last job, bro, it was trippy because I took them on because I was coming off a bad situation with the last employee I was working. And
yeah, you posted about that.
Yeah, it's crazy enough. I'm still wearing their hoodie because I like to get it dirty and trashy. That's how they treat it. So hey,
symbolism.
But like the construction job, I ain't knocking them, man. I learned some stuff from some of the people that was there, but I hit a ceiling quick. Like they wasn't valuing what I knew I could do. It was people coming in 2-3 months and leaping over me. And I'm like, bro, I know Buddy don't know what I know because I don't work with him, and he asking me questions. I know he lazy because I done seen him duck off from work. I'm not telling y'all this because I ain't none of my business to tell, but if y'all not on a job, y'all giving him this kind of raise promotion, and you overlooking me, and I gotta wait 2 months after my promotion, my evaluation. I ain't know y'all skipped over me. Y'all value me. So it just so happened, like my partner that I do work with now, we 2 different companies, but we come together. You know, we collaborate a lot. Like he getting a lot of work, I come and help him knock out the work. We do whatever. But he hit me up one day and was like, "Hey man, I got this going on. I got this going on. I need somebody to know what they're doing. Like the parts you don't know, I teach you." I'm like, "Boy, I gotta pray." I told him straightforward, "But I gotta pray. Pray hard." And I prayed about good 2-3 weeks, like on a regular basis, on my way to the bullshit job. It wasn't trying to. I was praying. And I'm like, "Bro, what's happening?" And every day that I prayed, boy, job just kept bullshit ass job. Like they was taking me away from foreman, showing me to reading the blueprints and having me scoop dirt, bro. I promise you, bro. I scoop. I'm not exaggerating, bro. I know I scoop about 1,000 pounds of dirt, easily 1,000, if not more, because it was taking 2 men to dump 1 bucket of half. Bro, I know I can do 300 pounds before
yeah.
We both was at the same time. But that's crazy. I did that for 4-5 hours, and the day I was supposed to have evaluation, I'm scooping dirt, and the man said, "Well, I guess you ain't gonna make it to evaluation today."
Damn.
Okay, cool. So I work my move. If they watching, they can watch. I used my sick time and went right over there with Buddy and tested out what he had going on with doing the subcontracting work. Before I leave here, I'm getting everything out of that sick time. That's mine. That annual time, that's mine. I'm doubling up my pay now. So I got me a little thing to hop off on, but I kept praying. I kept making sure. And then when everything lined up, I sat down there with the owner. I told him, like, y'all don't value me enough. I know what I'm worth. This ain't it. Sorry. You know, like, I enjoyed it. I appreciate the opportunity, but I know I'm worth more. And I promise you, bro, since I left, I've been stress-free. Like, it ain't no worries now.
You've been stress-free, or you acknowledging your blessings. They're 2 different things.
Bro, the blessing is being stress-free, but you're right.
Yeah.
I acknowledge the blessing, bro. Like, I acknowledge it. I embrace it every day on the way to work. But I thank God for what he done gave me, what he done showed me, and I asked him to do it. Like, order my steps, order my mind, keep me going in the right direction.
Rain down on me.
I'm trying to tell you, My cousin had me tripping the other day. She was saying something. She's like, "Well, I know you about to get ready for all them blessings coming down." And I posted that Odell picture of him catching. I said, "Yep." And I'm in this trying to catch it like this. Hey, I didn't overlook too many blessings the way I looked at it. Like I put my body and my mind out there for other people. Like even with Target, bro. I used to bust my ass at Target. You know, we all had to bust our ass. Well, not you.
I knew that was coming.
Not you.
I knew that was coming.
I mean, but like for the motherfuckers to fire me the way they did on some bullshit, like it is what it is. But the one thing I tell people is like, I never like if you work with me, you know I walk around there and I tell you, hey, well, we can have so much more, but we work more, so much more, too much more. Like I don't know, I can't think of his name right now. Last name White. Me and him talk junk all the time.
Oh, Rick.
I don't know. I couldn't think of it. And listen, Ricky tell you, but listen, when I worked on y'all key, well, me and Ricky talk about it all the time, but we work more, bro. We would sit down and game plan and talk about different ways that we can elevate ourselves to get past that. Because, bro, it really is that. Like, people be scared of entrepreneurship. You working somebody else's job every day. How you scared to get up and bust your ass every day for yourself? Don't make no sense. I understand the fear, but the reality is you got to find your niche. You got to find something you can do. But listen, I see people booming candles. I see people booming soap, shirts, hats, shoes, or whatever. I'm talking about this
effort.
The estheticians or whatever, all that kind of stuff you can do.
Yeah, but it's effort. People like effort, man. You got to think. Because Rick ran out his own, start his small business. Rick supposed to been on this show. I had Rick come on a long time ago. But it's effort. And I see you doing it. Small business owners, black men, family men take care of their family. Like when y'all post, y'all really posting the effort. Y'all not posting the after. Y'all posting the effort to get to the after.
Right.
Y'all not posting the finished product.
Right.
We're gonna start here. I'm gonna show you this, and then this is what I got. And people lack that effort because the way this world is going, you can't sell me on a finished product. Like you can sell me, but that price on the finished product is the difference between me going to you and somebody else. Now, if I can see you and I see your grind, now I can say, oh, I didn't know that, but I see he did that and it came out good. So, okay, I'll take your price. We talked a couple weeks ago on the show, like, especially black people. We have piss poor, I ain't gonna say piss poor, we have bad customer service as far as small business owners. If we don't like what the service or product was giving us, we got all types of backlash.
Right.
They ain't shit. I should never fuck with them black folk. Black people ain't shit. I'm gonna go to the white man. But then you go to the white man, they fuck you over. You just be like, well, shit. It is what it is. But I just feel like, because the customer service part, like, if a customer has a problem, we need to be more business-like in stating why you have that problem. There are some that do state well, but then there's a lot that end up on social media. Like, I hired this man for the job. I didn't like it. He blew up. I hired this lady for doing my hair. She said my hair can do this, and it don't do that, and she blew up.
I'm gonna tell you what's real, right? As many people go online and blast businesses, I promise you, as a person who's shot videos, done photos, done fire sticks, done all these different things to hustle woodworking, you can go in there and blast would have been customers way harder, bro.
Yep.
People but as a business owner, you can't do that and you shouldn't do that because it looks bad on you as a business owner. Like my customer service, like to me, is top notch. If I messed up or did something, I'm gonna do my best to make sure it's right. Like I had one young lady, it was just a misunderstanding on what she wanted and what I provided. And when she showed me that I missed over something that I didn't see it, hey, my fault. She was real upset. I'm like, listen, my bad. I'm gonna fix it. Like I'm gonna make sure that your product is where it needs to be at before it's time for you to have your day to use it. And I did everything. I mean, and she watched me come to her spot and fix it right there on spot. There was no nothing to the point that she was appreciative, and she sent more work my way later on down the road because she understood like, okay, as a human, we make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know if you can see me online, but I'm online. You calling me? But Mac, bro, that's my dog. I don't know. Wait, I call him back. Anyhow, like, but that's. But I've had people, bro, like where off, like I wasn't doing online, but offline, like I had to like get more like upset with them because like, bro, you trying me. Like I had one person, I don't want to say her name. She asked me to do a table for her. I was doing the thing, but she was having her assistant do all the in between. When it came to picking the color of the stain, I showed them all the pictures they could pick. She picked the color. The color she picked, the person who was actually buying the table didn't like. She didn't understand the look of me building a raw table from wood versus her buying a laminated table from wood ash. She was expecting me to build a laminated table, but that's not what we talked about. That's none of it. It wasn't on that level. I built her a very nice table. When she saw it, bro, she got what she taught me like a dog. She could have got that from Dollar General or something like food. I said, well, look, you know, I talked to the girl who I said, listen, you know, you picking up the color wheel. I ended up just sanding it down and making it a walnut color. It was like an ugly yellow color. And you could see like with the textures of the wood, it wasn't what she wanted. I went back and did it, but the girl started talking crazy like she wasn't gonna pay me. Well, you gonna pay me. You gonna pay me. I know you're a lawyer and all, but you're going to pay me, ma'am. I'm not even trying to be no kind of way, but you're gonna pay me. I'm bringing this desk down there today, and I need my check when I get there. Because I did everything that was asked of me in the manner that was asked of me. If you wanted anything different, then you should talk to me directly. But I done everything that was asked of me the way it was asked. I'm getting my money. Sure enough, I pulled up. It was about to rain and all. I got that dang on table off. The check was there. The lawyer was gone. Her assistant was there. She gave me the check. I bounced and told her, hey, whenever y'all get it set up, send me some pictures.
I mean, you was playing a telephone game at that point. She should have known that shit wasn't gonna come out crap. Because if I see something that looked great, that shit might not look great to somebody else. And when you're dealing with wood, there's all types of colors in between. Like most people think wood is light brown or dark brown, but there's so much shit in between. And for you to say that, you should already know that your assistant probably, unless you showed it to her in a magazine, like this is what it's supposed to look like. Right. It's the telephone game. That color might not look the same.
She wanted a whole flat desk. She wanted to look like wood, but she wanted it completely flat. And the way you do that, you take two pieces of wood and put them together and glue them and clamp them together and sand them down. The stain didn't cover the joints. There's really no hiding that if it's just plain wood. So once I went back and sanded it down and put a different color on it, it looked like, you know, it looked better. Like she was, the best way I can say it is her personality, her way she is, had her respond to it in a way, instead of her saying, well, hey, what can we do? It was a nasty kind of talk. And it's like,
but you know what
customers ain't always right. Sometimes they need to talk. But
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'd rather not be rude to nobody, like, because that really ain't me in real life. I don't like to be that person. You know me, I'll laugh, joke, have fun. That's where I'm at with it, like, all day long. So if you come to me and you tell me I did something wrong or you don't like it, I fix it. But if you talk with me crazy left field, that make me I don't like that.
But you know, that sound more like status. You say she a lawyer, she got an assistant. There's expectations that she seeks for everything.
Your brother Noah, if he was online, I give him. He'd be like, oh, okay.
Well, check this out. Do you have anything in there that you want to show us as of right now, real quick?
Man, I got something right here. You can't really tell. I'm working. Yeah. Hold on.
I knew I threw you off with that one.
So I'm finishing it up.
You gonna build a birdhouse?
So, I'm gonna put the laptop real quick. Y'all come over here. It's basically, I made a dining room table. So, they got little pockets here, little glass top, little area for you to put whatever like that. You know, I'm gonna stain it. I ain't pick color, so it looked ugly like how she said. I got these marquee numbers over here. This is my cousin. She do events and stuff. Eventful Creations. The number 70, but I'm gonna put some lights in there, light bulbs in there, and paint it white. You know, for the parties, events, and stuff like that. I got a floating bed that I gotta deliver over there. But I got a project coming up. Like a lot of stuff that I build, it don't last in here. You know, once I build it, they get out of here. But I got this big bookshelf.
They say brag. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying like I don't got space once I build it. You know, I gotta go on to the next thing. I would take you to the living room and show you that fish tank that I spent money on. But if you go on my page, it's the one with like an X, like a little. But I got this bookshelf I'm building. It's gonna be like 13 feet one way. It's 13 wide, 8 foot high, and then it's gonna do an L shape and go 12 that way. So that one gonna be that.
You need to make them old folks. You remember the old people used to always have the spoon and the fork on the wall? Remember back in the day?
I got a machine that can do some of that, but somewhere how another moving, I lost the part and I got to replace it. So that's how I was doing. Hold on.
That, or do you remember the broom with that smell like cinnamon?
And so my little sister gonna kill me. We were supposed to see each other in pictures. But like this right here, like I ain't doing these this year because my table ain't right. But like I got a machine to carve out wood and all that. I just gotta replace the part. But
yeah, real quick, if you go to his, I got his stuff at the bottom. Especially if you go to his Facebook page, he got a lot of stuff. And I remember you were doing them since last year for Christmas, and you had like a lot of the kids' names on there. Which, bro, you almost like a Toy Story, bro. You can come out. Remember back in the day, like you can come out with your own Christmas. You gotta come out with your own Christmas catalog, man.
Listen. I really wanted to hit Christmas hard with some other stuff, other ideas I had, but my table down, and I've been kind of building the other stuff. It's working, but
see, like, if you had a line of credit, you just go get you another table. And if you was a real worker, you'll build your own table.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get them to cash me out so I can do it. Because it ain't at Home Depot.
Hey, but check this out, because I want to give you your flowers, man. Before we get out of here, you are one of the most involved posting fathers that I personally know. Like I don't comment on everything you do, but as far as a father, a black father in your son's life, like you shit be long sometimes. Like you tell the whole conversation between you and Junior. And I read some of it. I ain't gonna lie. I click on to see how long it is, and then I try to skim through it and then cut that shorter. And then I try to cut that shorter, and I'm like, I ain't gonna read this next one. But I want to commend you on being a black man, a black father, a black small business owner. You and your son's relationship is movie-like, TV show-like, a TV show episode. Like, y'all really be out in these streets laughing and enjoying life together. And I want to commend you on that. I've always wanted to commend you on that. But, like, the love that's between you and your son is, like, that's dope. That's dope.
I appreciate it, man. That's my guy, man. Like, that's my guy. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's my guy. Like, yeah. I
see you about to tear up. You got to foggy up them glasses. Yeah, but from another black father to you, I say I commend you on what you creating and you evolving in your son.
You take a shot at that? Hey, cause I'm be real with you. This is the most transparent. This is probably the only time I'm really be transparent about it. If I go through battles with that, boy, y'all never see what. Like I show y'all the good parts.
Yeah.
I show him the good parts because it's rough. Like,
Yeah.
like I ain't let but you hit a chord. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Listen, I don't know how everybody else is, bro, but I really do love my son, and I look out in the world and I see more and more fathers being way more active than ever in my whole life, and it's a dope thing, bro. Like whenever I see it, I don't care if I really know the person or not. If I see them interact, love.
Yeah, I've seen you do that.
Like it ain't hitting no love, because that's love. It's bigger than anything, bro. When we pour these kids eyes, bro, they're doing so much more for them. Like, bro, like if somebody would have showed me this stuff when I was 12, well, that's why with my son, bro, if he tell me, Dad, let's go. Dad, let's do it. But like, I try to pour into him because it means so much to the world, not just for me and him. That's a big thing for the world, bro. And like, it's so many dudes that give up early because the baby mama get them hell or get them strife or want to charge them or want to tax them. I get it, but I don't get it. Because I can't do it. Like, I'm not going to ever bash my son mama no kind of way out there on no public forum. But, like, if you know me, you know it. You know. I go hard for my son. There ain't no giving up. Like, it ain't no giving up because there's days where, like, I know for a fact that little dude that said the right thing to me and make me think,
yeah.
You can't give up, man. I see there's a post I made the other day and I deleted it because I ain't wanna offset what was going on with the politics and all that. But to me, like I don't see enough candidates like voting like fixing the system for fathers. Like if you want my vote, if you really want me to, then fix that. It's foul the way that whole game is. It's messed up and it really affects us. It's a large reason why so many people in prison, so many people getting killed because there's a system that helps keep fathers out the home. They know what they're doing. We can play like we don't understand, but bro, these people got millions and billions of dollars in research. They've been politicians and lawyers and everything for years. They know what the system is providing. They know what's going on. They know if I give you some food stamps and tell you, hey, but you gotta put the father on child support, they understand that. They got psychologists on their payroll. They know what they're doing. It's for a reason because we keep playing that game and we're gonna keep feeding their pockets in that prison. We're gonna keep feeding their pockets in them cemeteries. And bro, it's rough. So if you wanna help fix what's going on in Black America, fix the family. Like fix the family. Make it fair. Yeah, some fathers out there that's trash. And they know they trash. The mama, the kid know they trash. They trash. And ain't nothing you can do about that. You can force them back in there, you can charge them, you can but if I just can't afford the ridiculous amount of child support and you suspending my license, I don't supposed to get to work. But a DSS can suspend your license in South Carolina, not the DMV. DSS miss a payment and they take your license. Now what I'm supposed to do? Catch the bus? If I work in a factory in Elgin, ain't no bus go out to that factory.
Yeah, we're not going out there.
So now I gotta risk driving. I get a driving a suspension. Now that's $500. What's the child support? What's getting out of jail? What's getting the car out of the house? You know what you're doing. Yeah. It's rough. So like to all the fathers out there, I salute them and I appreciate every father. Like even the step up fathers, not them dudes who come in and try to pretend like they somebody daddy when the daddy already present. Not them dudes. Y'all weird. But to the daddies who see it ain't no man or see the man could. I appreciate that because it's been dudes like that that's helped me out. It wasn't my dad, but I might work on the same job as them as a kid. And they give me little nuggets to go off of. They see me in the community, they give me little nuggets to go off of. You gotta appreciate that because that's part of it. The women is very important. None of what I'm saying is a knock to them because I understand their battles. You can't fight that alone. You can't raise a child alone. You do need the money. You do need all those things, and I understand that. But we got to understand that the system is that, and it makes it even harder. We got to sit down and learn how to communicate. The realest thing is we got to sit down and make sure we know the person before we make a child with them. We all can be guilty. Everybody who got a kid who ain't together with their mama or daddy, we can point a finger at ourselves and say the same thing, but it's still, before or after the fact, it's still a real fact. It's something we do because it can help us prevent that problem that we see played every day. But I know I got off on a tangent. That's just something in my heart because
I wanted to give you a roses, so I don't want to start at that. But I wanted to, like, I got a partner. He went dead broke, no money in his account to keep his daughter, and I watched that man. I didn't watch 24/7, but I watched that man fight and struggle and work to go broke.
Yes.
Just to say, no, I get my daughter this many days out the year.
Bruh. Well, listen, it costs me to you $150 to file that paperwork, right? And it might come in court 6 to 8 months down the road, right? Meanwhile, she can do whatever she want to do. If you go to a lawyer gonna tell you $4,000 for a retainer, for visitations. You gotta pay $4,000 for a lawyer to even try to get you visitation rights. $8,000 or more to try to get a joint custody. You're gonna go broke if you try. I mean, and there's some people who've done it. I don't know whether they had a terrible baby mama, it was an easier fight for them or whatever. Because it ain't cheap. It ain't where like you got to go through all these steps and like I commend the dudes. I seen a couple of dudes in my timeline who got their kids, and I want to reach out back there. I'm not really like I ain't really on no tear part. I know my son loves me, and I want him to be happy. So I make sure I just the customer service.
Yeah,
that's it. But
yeah, I just wanted to give you credit, man. You take your son to the Comic Con, and I know he's waiting for Black Panther Wakanda Part 2. The fact that you dress up with him,
yes, that was wild.
Yeah, the fact and I saw it today. Talking, hey pops, I saved money. I ain't asked you about me nothing last week. Stuff like that. The pictures you take, he's always smiling. The Carolina games, like I said, I'll be watching. I don't be doing all your shit. Like I'll share your business shit, but as far as the personal shit, like I just be watching. I don't comment.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, take him to the Carolina Panthers games, like them experiences that like can't nobody take that shit away.
I took him to a 49ers game.
Oh, 40. You know what I meant? It was at the Panthers joint.
At the Panthers Stadium, but that was a 49ers.
Okay.
I would take.
Y'all add Geoffery on y'all friends list, and y'all can see that he took them to a Carolina game, root for the 49ers. How about that? Other something else I wanted to touch on you on the way out because we about to close this out a little bit. Longevity. What does longevity mean to you?
Like Big Crit say, forever and a day. Like longevity is until I ain't, until I can't, and even then it can go on because I got a son. My son was like Andre 3000 said, do something so your kids have some cheese and get really, that's where I do it. Like I know that like with my son, he watch me, but he ain't as into doing everything that I'm doing right now. But he got his own activity. He like to build with Lego. I understand he's young and they got to grow into what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He said to me, he said, remember when we was repairing those apartments? I said, yeah. He said, I kind of miss doing that. I want to do that. And over the summer I was going in and flipping a bunch of apartments, getting ready to move in, and I was taking them with me. He was getting up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. We sit down at Waffle House when I called for breakfast and go to work. And then he was kind of like, but when he looked back at it, he's like, I had fun. I want to do that. So to me, is leaving those things with him for his book because that's what my dad did. Like my dad used to have me in there installing cars when I was 9 years old painting. I'm in there with all the old heads, 30, 40 years old, and they talking old head talk. And I can remember sitting there painting the wall, not knowing what I'm doing, but just doing what I could do. And just it gave me something that I can do forever. Like it ain't working to cost not nobody to do. It ain't working. It's doing something that you forever. There's always going to be somebody that's needed to fix, build, repair, and so it's forever. Like, I can pass this on or whatever this evolves on into him, even if he's the man in the office and hiring the people that know how to do what I do to keep it going on a bigger rate. Like, forever. Longevity is into the world ain't here. Like, that's how I look at it.
All right, I was looking at it different. Longevity for me is we've been rocking since what, 2007, 8, 5? Like, that's longevity to me. Surrounding yourself with people like-minded. Like, you had your struggles, I had my struggles. We didn't talk every day, but when we talked, it was love, it was jokes, it was good times. When me and my partner, Fat Boy Slim, we tried to do Fat Boy Slim. You know, we came to you. You helped us out. Longevity, when you came to Target, whatever. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you surround yourself with people. They don't have to have more than you. They just got to have effort.
Right.
And regardless, you can be not you, but a person can be broken, all that. But if they in their head they got an effort to get out of this,
right,
then that's the people you want to be around, because they always fight for something, and to be around you for so long. That's what I meant about longevity. Like, people be like, I gotta get out the hood to do good. No, you gotta change who you hang around, because you can move from that hood to another hood and find the same damn people.
Right.
But now we on a journey, you on a journey, so we kind of like-minded on our journey, obviously, because before we hit live, we was talking and our conversation was about us in the future.
Right.
Us in the future as businessmen, but us in the future as individuals. Like, damn, you remember way back then we did this, and we talk about the same people. So once again, I applaud you for having longevity in my life, in my brother's life, because I met you through my brother.
Right. Shout out to Big Dog. Shout out to you, JT.
Yeah, y'all ain't never let me rap. Y'all let me come with a drink. Y'all ain't never let me get on the mic. But fuck rap. Y'all. I ain't want to rap. I ain't want to rap.
But in that same, I'm gonna give you your roses, right? I'm gonna give you your flowers. I'm gonna give you whatever bouquet you want, right? Like, one, the Fat Boy Slim thing, bro. You reached out to me when I really didn't know nothing about no damn DJ. I just knew music and I knew how to work. This man had me in something DJing at the club.
Yeah, he ain't had nobody show up though, but
no, it wasn't empty now. It wasn't empty. It wasn't no empty party, but it was enough people with shit. And then the damn computer froze on me and like right at the end of it, and I kind of figured my way through it. But like, you believed in me, bro. Like, and that was real. Like, you believed in me. I remember y'all went and bought the little DJ box that I used. All I had was my computer. Y'all went and spent $300-$400, whatever it cost to get that little box. And was like, there, that's yours. So, like, that's dope. Like, but we still here, and you've gone from that. You showed me then that I'm trying to have something. Like, I'm trying to figure out my way, my niche, my thing is something. See y'all with the podcast. We talked about this yesterday. Y'all like 150-something episodes in.
149. You didn't make it. 149.
Well, I told you put somebody in for me. That's cool. I'm 149er. That works. That works. 1 plus 49 is 50. However you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's something big, bro. Like 149 episodes, bro, of quality content. I've seen y'all that had a lot of different people from a lot of different walks and backgrounds who I didn't even know y'all knew and had access to. And I'm like, yo, that's dope. And that's like to see y'all, to two brothers sit back and really develop something that can be timeless. Like, it's a big thing. It's a real thing, bro. And it fits what y'all do. Like, y'all both are people who got good color commentary. Y'all got, like how we talk, y'all got two different aspects and views of life. But in front of the camera at work, like, y'all bring y'all different seasons to the pot. It's humble. Y'all bring the people y'all know from y'all neighborhoods, and it's a dope thing, bro. I salute you and your brother on what y'all got going. That's why when you told me, I said, yeah, I'm in it, bro. I'm telling you, listen, I cut my whole day off today. Nobody couldn't do nobody good night because I was gonna get on my dog's podcast and talk my ass off. I was gonna talk a whole lot. I planned on telling way more jokes. I did, but your brother was. And you was smart enough to keep the dialogue real serious.
So, yeah, it wasn't on. So check this out. So one day my brother asked me, "Man, what's up with you and Geoffery?" I'm like, "What do you mean? You know, man, what's up with you and Geoffery?" In my mind, I'm like, I gotta get Geoffery before Geoffery gets started. You know, you gotta hit people before they get started. So it may look like I'm coming off aggressive, but nah, I'm playing. It's chess. Like, why would I if I know a person gonna rag me? Why would I let them? You know, you crank up the car, you let them warm it up, you let them check the tires, you let them turn the windshield. I'm not about to do all that. I'm about to deep dive in and be like, nope, yep, your ass, fuck you, like all that. In the one.
That's smart, because all my
outside looking in, it don't look good. Be like, damn, you don't like that person. Nah, it ain't about that.
I know better. You know what I'm saying? I know better than that. Don't worry about what nobody else thinks. I know what to say. If you know, like Chris Mack and certain people, bro, like they know when I walk in the door. Better set it off before I do, because we got that connection, that bond, and we gonna talk trash. There's certain people that be surprised when they do talk trash, because I don't do it around them, I don't do it to them. But a certain people,
I be like that.
Because if I don't, you don't get me.
I cut my black snake moan off. That's what took me so long. I knew you were gonna get me for my black snake moan, so I took it off.
But you know, I promise you, bro. You say that, but that day you got me about them shoes when I walked in the Target.
What I say?
Well, listen, I had just got from Amazon and started working at Target. I had these little Team Jordans that I was wearing, and I came in there, bro. It was the first day. It must have been mandatory overtime. And you was in there on that shift. And as soon as I walked in the break room that morning, my brother, 6 o'clock in the morning, really like 5:45, 5:50, because we had to be there at 6. Listen, I walk in that damn door and they say, "Damn, bro, what's up with your shoes? What you did? Walk to work?" That damn warehouse in Elgin, boy. I live in Columbia. Boy, look.
I don't think I said that.
Okay, that's where Big Fella started at, because it was I can't remember what internet clip was, like, "Whoa, Big Fella," something.
Yeah.
"Whoa, Big Fella," and I just started, and it became more endearment. But yeah,
you know what it was? Nobody else said that, because when you used to say shit, everybody looked, because they knew I didn't take no shit. Right. So when you said it coming in, nobody knew you. You saying it, everybody was like, "What the fuck going on?"
Right. And see, that was the first time we worked together that day at Target, I think. So it was they didn't know we knew each other. Like I started firing your ass up so fast. I mean, you hit me as soon as I walked in the door, literally, because I was walking in the door, like. What's that?
My homeboy Lawrence, I wouldn't stop traffic for her. He said the same thing. He said when he first got to work, when he first got out there, he said he walked in like, "Who the first motherfucker I had to punch?" And I said something. He said, "Okay, it's you."
Well, listen. Well, look, boy. Now he tripped. That boy talking about he won't fight sleep. He ain't fight traffic for. I said, "Boy, you talking about will I fight for her? I ain't fighting sleep. I ain't fighting traffic." Boy, yeah, man. But it's like, Brian, I love people with good energy, man, good mindsets, drive, man, because that's what fuels us, man. I really, if I could really have the platform I really want, man, that's what it'd be about. That's all it'd be about, because like it's hard to get that from my everyday posts. I really cut back on a lot of stuff I say, not just because business, just because I feel like my opinion and my thoughts are a tad bit outside the box, and sometimes it ruffles feathers, even though it's kind of the right thing to be said, you know. But I feel like our people, like, we getting too content with the small things we have, with the small steps we've made. And it's like, nah, bro, we gotta be able to keep a good energy, a good with ourselves, so we can really work out these problems together. Like, it's so many more obstacles and problems we got, and it's harder to get over them if it's just one or two people trying to bring a whole bunch of people, or everybody jumping at the room. Like, we got to be together as a unit. Like how when you see them videos of them Chinese armies walking, and you can't. I'm talking about them always be in steps. Like as a people, you really got to be there. But it takes
Follow our steps in the word.
Right, but we gotta build that camaraderie. We gotta build that bond. We gotta build that love in order for us to really open our minds to that. So I really be like, hey, if you cool, if you got the right energy, like if you ask me for some help, I'm pouring into you. I don't know if my partner watching, or and one of my partners I met through a sports group on Facebook. Man hit me up the other day and was asking about how to build something. And I don't know if he thought I was going, but I was, this is what I do. I'm giving him the whole rundown. That's all you need to do. Bro, when you get the Lowe's, call me when you get there. Sure enough, he got the Lowe's, call me. And I'm on the phone with him like, nah, this is what you need, this is what you need, this is what you need. And I'm checking up with him because, bro, like, I know I can't build everything, but to me, it was about the energy that was being passed on. That he saw me as a person that he could go to ask a question.
Hey, Geoffery.
Okay,
good job. But check this out.
Good night.
This last call. They say y'all gotta get out of here. So say what you want, say how you feel. We don't care what it is. You taking a shot to you, or you taking a shot to your son?
We taking a shot for the last call for alcohol.
Last call
for alcohol. For the bottom of the bottle because I'd have made it there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shot
I had a big bottle, but it was up there.
Yeah, I borrowed a bottle of liquor.
I know. I've been certified.
Before I, first and foremost, God, man, prayer, bro, belief, faith. That's one of the things that moved me where I'm at, that got me where I'm at, and I ain't gonna ever feel like it ain't. I was down bad to some of y'all wasn't even coming. I had a moment with God, and God showed me, boy, listen, you better see what I'm showing you. I'm about to open some doors. I ain't turn back. I ain't gonna turn back. That's real. That's it, bro. I love my people. I'm forever gonna love my people. I'm here for my people. We gotta have more. All the fathers out there, keep fathering. If you ain't fathering, get on your grind. If you got a dude next to you who a deadbeat dad, put some life in him. Like that, that's just what it gotta be, man. I don't know if that's your cousin or my cousin.
That's my cousin.
Oh, well, that's
what up, Marcells?
You know what I'm saying? We 12 tribes of Judah. That's what Kyrie said. I'm glad we ain't touch on that one because that was gonna go way, way, way over there. Either way, WoodWorks by Goseph. Follow me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram too. I post them there. Sometimes you can message me there. Either way,
TikTok. Let them know TikTok.
It's all WoodWorks by Goseph. WoodWorksByGoseph. WoodWorks by Joseph. Anything you see, anything you feel you might need, I can draw it up. I can come up with an idea for you. Put a picture of something your cousin them had. Send it to me. I look at the picture. I dissect it. I give you a reasonable value quote. I'll be real with you. I'm not expensive, but just what I'm building is hard to make it like cheap. And you don't want nobody to build you that cheap. What's up, Jason? That's my guy right there. Jason's the reason why I found this church. Shout out to Jason. That's a good dude. Yeah, it's not gonna be like, I'm not gonna try to like gouge. I know everybody can't afford like crazy amounts of furniture. I'm not doing that, but I'm gonna give you a fair quote. I'm gonna give you a fair estimate. And if you contact me and say, hey, I can't really afford that, we might can work out the details of this off or make this way or whatever and get you what you want. But communicate. I understand, and I'm broke too. I understand it, but I'm trying to make a living. I ain't gonna ask you to cut nothing off of your job too much if you can't, or your personal business. I might, however, but hit me up, check my workout, my reels. I got plenty of reels, all the stuff I'm doing. I feel they're pretty entertaining. I try to, put something together as I'm building each project. I'm gonna be entertained. If you came here because of me, follow bottom of the bottle because there's gonna be other people like me on here talking good talk, there's displaying good displays, have good conversation, good content. Follow Caroline Dirt because he's cool. That's my guy. We like cousins or brothers or something like that. I even DJ'd at his mom and daddy birthday party.
I knew you were about to say that. The craziest party ever.
Listen, they had a table yay wide, bro, and just dump crab legs all over. Before y'all start doing all them garlic, well, listen, they been dumping crab legs. Crab legs there, they was going cold. People ain't even care about them no more. That means.
Yeah, I think we had over 200 people that day, a half a hog, in a residential neighborhood. Hey, and that's the crazy thing, because DJ Kryptonite that be on the radio was there at the party. He wasn't DJ. We had you DJ. See that?
Right. Hey, shout out to Kryptonite, because I know he be watching. I see him in the comments all the time. Yeah. He's good, man. But that's it, man. That's all I got, man. WoodWorks By Goseph. Check me out, man. Go on my reels, man. Hey. So this is what I'm doing. I'm going to say this real quick, and I hope y'all still watch. That's the last thing I'm going to say, I promise. I'm doing giveaways. I'm doing raffles. Y'all just got to hit that star button and just send me 99 stars. Send me 250 stars. Once I get to 50, I'm giving away something. That coffee table right there is one of my giveaways. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finished it because y'all ain't been giving me no stars. I mean, not really. I'm gonna finish it, but what I'm saying is just go on there, participate, bro. Like it's coming back to you. Give me some stars. Check out my reels. Share them so other people can see it. Love button. Don't hit the like button. Because if you create anything and you show it, I'm never gonna hit the like button. If I show up in your comment, if I show up on a post, it's love or laugh here. That's it. A real emotion. Like ain't no real emotion. It don't take you but a second to hit that button and slide your finger over.
All right, man. You done?
I'm done.
The bartender said, man, you done reached your minutes.
Oh.
All right. So
I told you I could talk.
Me and John have been rocking for a while. I share just about everything that he posts. If it's professional, I share it. If it's inspirational, I share it. I don't share his personal stories with his sons. I feel like that's just a unique moment that I embrace at the same time, and I keep it pushing. But I'm always sharing his shit on the Bottom of the Bottle business page and on our personal page. Can't nobody say BOTB don't support. We support everybody. We support everybody. This podcast isn't built off of one angle. It's not built off one demographic. It's not built on certain people. We have many types of great people that we associate with, and we want to give them light. Y'all might not have them light, but people like Geoffery come by the garage on a personal level, and he sees the interaction, and that's light. He knows how we get down. So all we're doing is taking that and we're bringing it on air, but we're not forgetting the people who conversate and said, do the podcast. Try this in the podcast. How about this? Like we want everybody to have recognition. We thank people. We network. My brother is not gone. I'm gonna keep reiterating. Yeah. He is not gone. His crazy ass will be back, and when he comes back, I talk less. So don't worry about it. His ass gonna be back. Once again, it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Tap In. BOTB. What's in my cup is in my cup. WoodWorks
Ain't nothing in my cup anymore.
By Goseph. Go check his pages out. Look at the artwork he has posted. I'm pretty sure you will find something that you would like, and if you don't, it would give you an idea of what he may be able to do for you. I think you did a spades box one time.
No. That's my dog Spades. I'm gonna say that. I got to do my partner Spades. He on Instagram. You can find a game of spades, but it's a black dude who made own spades with kings and queens that look like us. He got all packed it out.
Yeah, that's it. But we out until Saturday Night Situation. We're gonna be back with Saturday Night Situation. Y'all take it easy and be blessed, man. You ain't got to count your blessings, just acknowledge your blessings. They here. Just acknowledge them. Acknowledge your blessings. They here. Hey, hold tight real quick after we get off.